Ever since I started my podcast, doing Zoom calls and joining other people's OBS, Zoom, all that fun stuff, the number one question I've been asked is, Jeramie, how does your video look so good opposed to us? Well, the secret is, guys, is I am not using the camera on my computer. I am actually plugging in a mirrorless or DSLR camera directly into my computer, and I'm filming that way. I'm going to show you guys how I do that right now. It's Jeramie with Jeramie Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Video helps you anyway, give it a thumbs up, and click that bell for notifications. It'll tell you every time I come on. So guys, this is a raw, crude video for you guys, but I get this question a lot, especially when I'm doing a ton of Zoom calls. I run a podcast called Raw Focus that you guys can find anywhere that you get your podcasts. And I'm on a lot of interviews lately talking about COVID, Corona, unemployment, PUA, all that stuff. And one of the things that I get on and off camera is, oh my God, your audio, your setup is amazing. So guys, obviously the background is my studio at home where I edit. I spend a lot of money and time on lighting and all that fun stuff. And it kind of just converted to my natural podcast studio. But the video that you guys are watching on right now is a mirrorless camera. It's the Sony a6000. I was doing this with my Canon M50, which is actually right here right now that I do all my YouTube videos on. But I decided that since I'm podcasting so much that I just decided to leave a setup here. So I bought a Sony a6000. Really any camera is good. Sony is going to be my favorite because not only does it track me, it has clean HDMI, meaning that the settings of like my f-stop, my ISO, and all that stuff aren't on there all the time. It also doesn't have an auto shut-off feature, which the Canon M50, the max is 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, the video just stops, and you have to actually go up here, push a button to refocus to turn it back on. This plugs directly in, and it works out great, and I never have to move and adjust it at all. But I'm going to show you guys how I have this set up and what I'm actually using to make this happen. So the biggest secret is the cam link, guys. It is an HDMI converter. It goes USB and allows my HDMI to go into the cam link directly into the camera, and in turn allows your computer to recognize this as a webcam. And now that it's a webcam, if you have a 4K, 1080p, whatever, you're actually getting the video from there. I'm using a Sigma 18 millimeter 1.4 lens shooting at 1.4, which allows me to get this beautiful bokeh that's happening right here where everything is blurred out. And that fast autofocus is also why I love Sony as well, because Canon wouldn't do that. Also, Canon always has this little box around your face that I didn't really like. So being able to plug this in directly there, use all the settings that you would maybe film a movie or video on is directly accessible through your Sony. So I took maybe 10 minutes to go through my Sony, set up all the settings I needed to set up, shot at 1080p, 60 frames a second, and I've never had to touch it since, and that's how it is. So I'm gonna pop onto my iPhone now. I'm gonna show you guys how I have this set up and what I need to do, and hopefully that works. I will say that I do not know if the audio is gonna be coming from my phone at this point or from my Yeti here, so I'm gonna try to talk to both at the same time. So I'm pretty sure there is a better way to do this than actually going into my camera app and making this happen, but I haven't decided how I wanted to do this yet, so I wanted to get this video out for you guys, so I'm just gonna make this happen. So we're gonna go uber wide here. So guys, here's the cam link. I have it just plugged directly into a USB port that's plugged into the back of my computer, which is what this 4 thing is. So it allows for an HDMI. The cord goes all the way here into the side of this camera right here that you guys are looking at. I think mine is a micro DC. I can't remember what it is. You have to make sure that you have the right one. Usually it comes with your camera, but getting a good long cord is great just in case you want to move this camera anywhere that you need to. So I have it set up in here. I actually have what we call a dummy battery in there. You see that cord right there? That's a fake battery that plugs into an outlet in the back over here, so that it's a dummy battery. So the battery, I never have to change the battery. You don't have to move it. This is the Canon 18 millimeter f1.4, and this allows that beautiful bokeh. I do have a ND filter on here as well, so I can shoot at that 1.4 to get that beautiful bokeh as well. This is just a regular stand here, guys. I needed to find a stand that can move or that was tall enough. And I have this little Z converter here that allows you to move your camera up and down or around or even shoot straight down if you need to, in the mindset that I might have to do that one day, but I never had to. So here's my setup that you guys are watching from, my computer and all that stuff. And then you guys see this angle like so. But it's pretty fascinating, guys. I do love this, but this is the money maker right here. This thing costs about $139. It has been sold out due to the whole COVID situation because everybody found out about it. But it's made by a company called Elgato. I bought mine at Best Buy. It's a Camlink 4K. I shoot 1080p. Right now you're watching 1080p, but it can go to 4K if need be. Hopefully that helps you guys and you guys can rock that out. But that's it. So really the Camlink allows you to put any camera that you want as your webcam. So you don't have to have a webcam anymore to do this. So if you have any camera laying off the side that you don't use, that you can change lenses or play with or do whatever. If you're a filmmaker and you have a setup that you love, you can actually just set this up and make it happen. If you're somebody that's zooming on any computer at all, you guys can actually just use this and have a better camera because the camera is horrible that's built into your Mac or whatever. And I have a iMac here and my MacBook as well, same thing. But this way I can adjust everything, set up my own lighting. So I have a light setup here, lighting setup in the back. And I set my camera up to the 320 ISO f1.4 and just let it rock from there. Hopefully this helps. If you guys have questions, let me know below. If you guys know about this Camlink, which I know a lot of people do, that's cool. But of course, the cord, as long as you want. So if you're recording in a studio or something, you can walk that camera around, do whatever you want, and record that way. Hope you guys haven't. Oh, let me just show you. I should show you the difference. I'm going to show you the difference here real quick. Sorry. I'm going to show you the difference. So this is the camera, and then this is the this is my camera. This is my computer camera. So my computer camera is right here. Is that even focused on me right now? But this is a setup. So this is my office. I have some boxes that are hidden, my lighting and all that. It's obviously a different angle. Oh my God, it doesn't look like it's focused at all. I'm blurred out. Am I blurred out? Are you focusing on this? So this is what, if you're zooming like a normal person, this is how you would be zooming, right? You would be zooming like this, talking to everybody. And this is a setup that they would see. Guys, let's just make this happen. Let's just get into our amazing Camlink setup and then keep this as your setup. So that's kind of the difference that you guys see right there. Anyways, hope you're having a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.